Hey, I'm alive. Hey, how you doing, Linda? We're a few minutes late tonight. Stuff happened. I kind of was expecting some stuff. Hey, Aussie, how you doing? Bam, I am is here. My favorite Dr. Seuss character in real life. Yes, I'm very purple tonight, huh? Titan, hi. Good to see you, brother. Good to see all of you. And good to be seen. Because that means I haven't quite died yet. I'm not going to die anytime soon. I don't have any exit points coming up anytime soon, so that I know of. So, as far as I know, I'm going to be here a while. But my nose is running like it does. But you know what? That's kind of good because clear sinuses. I've been drinking stuff like ginger tea, though, and that always does it. It's actually good for you. Clean the dance halls, my mother used to say. Yeah. Barry, hey. Okay, Chris is here. Cookie and Richard and Barry. Let's see who else makes it. Whoops, my drum is kind of far away. I better change that. Woo! Pardon me. I better get it closer. And I just knocked something right off, but oh well. That's just me. Imperfections and all. And then maybe you'll go to my site, sometimes my WordPress site, and read all about why it's the imperfections that make you perfect. Because in this reality, things aren't perfect. If you make a creation absolutely perfect, if you're absolutely perfect, you don't really belong to this reality. I love the way this makes my hair look like it's purple. Look at this. This light makes my hair look like it's purple on one side and dark on the other. It's just perfect. Yeah, I think I show a little bit more of my hair there. Etri is here. Okay, we'll keep him. We'll keep him in the prayers. Oh, nostril stash, bro. We may need it. We may need the prehensile nostril hairs. It's a very weird superpower Barry has, let me tell you. I've never heard of that one before. Prehensile nostril hairs, totally a new one. That is quite a mutation you got there, Barry. Looks like y'all are, the numbers are not catching up. Because it says there's only 5 of you. I see more of you. Hairs of steel, nostril hairs of steel. That would make a very weird comic book hero. I may have to do that one. I'm thinking of doing something like that. One time I was thinking of doing a comic, a graphic novel, they call it now. I had started one, but that would be a heck of a, with his sentient nostril hairs, sentient prehensile nostril hairs. I think it would go viral real quick. It's that different. I just have the drum, okay, as I'll explain it again, to make sure that everybody knows. The reason I have the drum and play the drum at the rhythm I play it is that the drum played at a certain rhythm will entrain your brain to go into a trance. Played at a certain rhythm will have your brain will go into a trance. So instead of having to meditate for 4 hours, your brain will just go into a trance. See? So, yes, it's to help. And, or you can meditate for a while. It's cool too. But I'm, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's basically the rhythm. When I play it, it's, as it said, the shaman rides the drum. Actually, the drum beat. That's like your motor on your motorboat. It's the vibration. And once you get your brain entrained to that, you can hold that trance, and it's automatic. There are people who know these things too. Don't what, Barry? Wait, something going on here. So he needs hair for a Sasquatch, Barry. You're gonna have some Sasquatch kid. You're gonna get some of that backwoods Sasquatch babe loving. That's so hot. Weird live action adaptation. Okay, Titan. I'm not bawling you out. It's just, no, it doesn't have to start with a drum. And I guess I should explain and each step just to make sure everybody knows why stuff is happening. No. Yeah, the nose hair would have to have its own action figure. But I am starting up the sage. It should start with sage. I like when people ask questions, actually, because they might be the same questions that somebody else has that they're too bashful to come up with, to say. Ooh, this thing just slid up and now you can see my huge forehead, which is where I keep my spare brains. So just so you know. Because, you know, I wouldn't be able to fit them all. I've got huge frontal lobes, guys. Anyway, so if you have got it, burn it if you got it. Right. The sage, of course, is to cleanse your area and you. And the fire is lit. And so it is now possible to throw anything you need to get rid of before this ceremony so that you can concentrate, to throw it in the fire and let the fire transmute it. The Barry nose hair, super nose hair live action figure. Oh, he who shall not be named. Kidding. Totally kidding. Yeah, burn it if you got it. There you go. Yeah. And we're early enough you can actually get some sleep. Now, what I'm going to say is I have asked if this is going to be true. Yes, it is going to be true that you can go ahead and play this anytime. For anybody who comes in late, you haven't missed it. You're going to be okay. Don't worry. It's not going to be your last chance. From here until tomorrow at, I think it's like something like 1:30 or something, p.m. Eastern. You're going to have to look it up for yourself because I just know that I'm going to do mine before. Well, I'm told that we can do this in 2 parts. I'm going to take this off now. Wow, I really love the purple hair. Now I really am going to have to dye my hair purple again. I did have that at one point. As you can see, okay. I have I sparkle all over the place. I have my shawl on that represents the night sky and stars. And we'll burn the sweet Pau d'Arco. And we'll get in a circle in your mind. Imagine yourself in a circle, standing around the fire. Hello, Denali. Good, Denali made it in. Mike Gematria made it in, cool. Ben made it in, that's cool. Okay. I don't know who that is. You mean Dave from SOAR? That's nice. He's an interesting guy. Hattie? Okay, so sometimes, it was always you'd wear your finery to this kind of thing. This is one of the major celebrations. And so you would dress up for it. So this is the winter solstice, and I've explained that. And it's also going to be part one of our burning bowl ceremony. And it's okay all the way up until it happens to write down what you want to get rid of, what you're willing to release, what you want to see the end of. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sparkly. There you go, Dave and Dave's hair. Yes, I used to have nice. Oh, hi. Okay, Mike P. I gotcha. Okay, so do we all have the implements necessary to pull this off? Yes, I don't know anybody else who does live magic on a stream. So I think I might be a pioneer. I'm not sure. But this is actually a ceremony. Okay, I'm going to bring in all of our guides and guards and Mother, Father, and the divine intelligence that flows through all things and is all things. And everybody that you love and trust as a guide. And they're all here together to help us out. So I'm going to give you a little bit of spare time while I'm talking to make sure you have your bits together. Now, if you didn't do this in advance, that's okay. Like I said, you have all the way until something like 1:30 tomorrow Eastern to do this. You can do this over and over. You don't have to this doesn't have to be the only time. This is just, I want to walk you guys through this. And as a matter of fact, I haven't written mine down after telling you to do. I haven't had time to write them down, but I've had time to think them over. So I'm going to write one down. Like, for instance, poor health, any kind, poor health / illness / dis-ease. That's something I'm really willing to get rid of. Just to clarify. So these are going to be things that you're willing to release. Toxic relationships. And toxic people go with that. That's another good one, huh? How about excess or unhealthy? Wait. How about, oh, that kind of goes with poor health, illness, disease, or something, but that's a different one. A little bit different because it may not actually be exactly a disease, but just maybe you want to be a little smaller. Okay, see you, Barry. Have a good one. Leave us a couple nose hairs just in case. We'll give them right back. We'll paste them right back in with crazy glue when you need them. Okay. How about lack, poverty? Now, those are personal ones. You can also do them for the world. You can also want to just get rid of lack for the world. How about dirty, unsafe energy? How about that for the world? How about pretty much the same thing? Poor health. How about for everybody? Fear for the future or fear of the future? Yes. Anxiety. How about corruption? And that can be political or whatever. Political and etc. How about hiding human history? How about that one? That's a pretty good one. We can get rid of that. Unfair systems. I think the world could use that. Unfair systems and practices. Chemtrails. That falls in there, but okay. And remember, whatever you don't get in as a negative, as stuff you're going to get rid of tonight, you have all the way up until tomorrow. And then after that, even if you still have something that you forgot, you just find a way to make it a positive instead. Bringing in fair practices, bringing in positive timeline. How about negative timelines? I think we're getting rid of those anyway, but okay. Negativity. Yeah, just get it all out at once, Denali. There you go. Stop with the negative waves, man. There's only one problem with that, Denali. You need negative ions from the earth. I don't know. You're going to be coordinating. Some people are going to have a whole book that they're going to throw, right? Yes, if you want to share stuff that's on your list, please do. This will be part of what we do. Please do share it. And in the meantime, let me see if I have. Wait a minute, that's the wrong one. And that's the right one, but at the wrong place. So while you're doing this, and some people are catching up, I'm going to do a share screen and do our fancy schmancy intro that I worked so hard on. You don't know how much editing this took. I will be doing a new one, but for now, that's a good one. Negative thinking sounds like a good one. Otherwise called stinking thinking. I think stinking thinking is a good one. You guys are so funny. I love you. Ocean making waves and here we go. I have to laugh every time I see that. That's funny. I don't even look like that now. Procrastination. Well, that's a good one. What you need is when I start manufacturing round to it, you need to get one of those. You need a round to it. Everybody needs round to it. It'd be funny if I could put to it in the middle of the pair of doilies. Ah! Me too. Okay. I'm putting that one down too, procrastination. And why am I going over them like this? So that I can get them in my mind. Because what are we really going to do? We're going to picture these things. That's part of it. Right. Blocked paths, wrongfully locked doors. Yeah. Gang stalking. Absolutely. And, we're itemizing this so that we can kind of picture this going into the fire. It's not to make you work harder. It's just so that as we go through this, it's like, just see it go into the fire and get burned. Okay. Let's get this party started. And like I said, don't worry. This energy is going to last. And if somebody else comes in later after we've done this, all you have to do is replay it. Do it with us. It's okay. It's not going to stop it from happening because all of this is done with your intentions. Remember, you're divine. You're divine. And the power of creation is within you. Okay? Creation, just like, and it was given you because you're a part of all that is. Okay? So, right. A bowl of water. Water is only there. I have some water here. The only reason you have water is in case something goes wrong with the fire. Because sometimes the fire elementals get a little overexcitable. And I've seen it happen. Sometimes they get a little excitable, and then you have to have something like sand or water or something in order to have them not burn your place down accidentally or set something on fire that you really didn't want to lose. So sometimes they get a little over happy. Let's just say the fire spirits, they're playful. They get a little too playful once in a while. So the bowl of water is strictly the water or whatever is just strictly precaution because we don't want you doing unsafe things. Now, if you're out at a real campfire where there's a real fire or something and it's nothing's going to get hurt, then no, you don't need that. You probably don't need that. So that's the only reason we have that. Although if you have water with you, we could also do a water charging ceremony while we're at it. Might as well, if you've got it. There you go, in the barbecue pit. That'd be perfect. Doing it over the sink. That's where Marie's going to do hers. Yeah, Marie said she's going to do hers. The only safe place is over the sink. That's fine too. Okay. In the strips is probably safer. Yeah, cook up a couple slabs while you're in there. Mm-hmm. Okay, just as long as it's in a safe place. Now, since I'm sitting here in front of a monitor and a camera, I'm not going to be over the sink. So I have water here just in case. Just in case. Although I don't anticipate any problems, I think they're going to be just sweet as pie tonight for us. Okay. But as long as we're working elemental magic, I could show you some water. We could do some water blessings as well while we're in a circle. That's okay too. Or if you have food with you, we'll just bless the food. Food has water in it. So, are we ready? Okay, say goodbye to these things. Look at your list. See them in your head and think to yourself as you go through these, what would it feel like if these were all gone? What would it feel like if, for instance, if I didn't have any moral health, if that couldn't bother me anymore? What if all the toxic relationships and toxic people were gone out of my life? The unhealthy, whatever, anything, the poverty, the feelings of being unsafe, the fear of the future, the anxiety, the corruption, political and otherwise, the hiding human history and the truth from us, the unfair systems and practices, and the stratospheric aerosol injections, the negative timelines that keep trying to rear their ugly heads, the procrastination, the gang stalking, and anything else. Okay, how would that feel? Pretty darn good, wouldn't it? So feel that feeling. Oh, cool. So now, wouldn't you feel pretty happy? Yeah. Smoking bones, huh? Okay, everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Are we ready to start this party? We already started the party, but are we ready to burn this mother down? We mean the bad system. Nothing else. No real mothers will be harmed in this video at all. Okay. I'm waiting to hear yeses, which means you got to type them. Are you ready? Are you ready? Guess not. I'll sit here and wait. If you need more time, that's fine. I'll put on something and give you more time. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's burn this shit. Okay. Here we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You're out of here. Thanks for all the lessons. Thanks for all the lessons about what we don't want. You can kind of tell something by how it burns, too. See, little ashes are dropping. So I'm going to hold it over the bowl now. Now, the funny thing is, since I moved, I was trying to find a piece of paper, small pieces of paper that would fit in my bowl. And the interesting thing is, one of my neighbors came over and just randomly gave me a little notepad that's just the perfect size. Here you go. Okay, thanks. So because I was looking around like, I'm going to need to cut it or something. Okay, now it's getting too small to hold. And there it goes into the bowl. I was holding it to make sure it burned thoroughly. Oops. There's a little corner still smoldering here. We want to make sure we get rid of all of it. I got a little corner because I dropped it in there. Gonna light it again. Goodbye. Oops. Because it's not getting any air. Huh? I'll hit you again until you're gone. Gotcha. Now, all that there is ashes. Give them back to the earth when you get a chance. And, right. Actually, looks like some of that took about 3 or 4 tries, but that's okay. We got it. Olin, you just missed it. But that's okay. You can replay it. Or you can just do it now. Make a list of things that you are getting rid of for this new age, actually, that we're in. This new cycle of time. Bye-bye, 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 bye. Took me about 4 or 5 times, but I had some pretty weighty stuff there. That's okay. Took me like 3 or 4, three times, something like that. It's okay. And because I dropped it in the bowl, which there was no air, so. And don't worry if it takes you more than once to get this thing burned. Like I said, we've got all the way, and if you think of more things, you've got all the way until tomorrow, midday tomorrow. Yes. Yes, it does. It's very satisfying. Now, you don't have to wait for a major holiday to do this. You can do this. Best to do it if you want to catch the right wave, so to speak, and surf the right wave. Best to do it on the downswing, which means waning moon, waning time of the year. We're at the very end of the waning time of the year. By the way, this is the last day of the waning of the year. The very last. Tomorrow, it shifts. You can flush it with intention. You can do that too. Yep, you can send it off into the earth and let the air take it away or whatever you want to do. Just as long as it's out of your reality, yeah, you can flush it with intention. It's okay to bury it too. It's okay to Oh, that's not interesting, Linda. Yes, Yule begins tomorrow. Then tomorrow, we do the happy stuff tomorrow night. And I asked exactly how to do this, and this is what I got. Tonight, we're celebrating getting rid of all the bullshit, okay? All of this crap that we are really tired of having around. Yeah. Okay. All of this stuff that just really, we're tired of living that lesson. Okay. Ready to move on. Okay, so celebrate. And know that you've really done this. Now, give it a little time, because sometimes it takes a little time for these things to transpire, to work out. So don't worry if it doesn't happen tomorrow exactly, exactly as the time changes. But as I told you about the one story with that lady, give it a little while to work itself out. Okay, no more Groundhog Day. That's right. And if you find yourself if you need to do this without a physical paper and writing implement, then you can get yourself into a meditative state in your mind and just do it that way. And I realized I didn't really drum for this, but that's okay. I thought you were all ready anyway. You seem to all be ready to go anyway. Yeah, I have a tree. I might show, well, I'll probably finish it tomorrow or the next day. Hopefully I'll have it finished tomorrow, but it's an all the time tree anyway. It's a tree I have all the time up. And it's the all seasons tree. I never take it down. It lights up. It has clear leaves that each of them have an LED in it. Let me see if I can get this back in to where it needs to be. I don't know if you're seeing it very well. Kind of. You see? And you can't really see it that well because it's a little bit dark, but you see how it's all lit up. That is my tree that I have up all the time. And I hang intentions on the tree sometimes. Hang them there. So sometimes I use that. Now I gotta get the camera back again, right? Now I gotta play with the camera a little bit. Hey, okay. There you go, the Charlie Brown tree. That did feel good, didn't it? Yeah, just do it again. Get yourself into a meditative state. Follow those same steps. Think about, yeah, that's going to feel good. Yeah, that's going to feel good too. Yeah, and that too. Yeah, that's going to feel real good. Yeah. And then, poof. And then quit worrying about it. This is the other part of the magic. After you put your intention, which has the intense quality to it. So intensely, you're thinking about, I really want to get rid of this. And you're intensely thinking, wow, it's going to be so nice to not have that in my life. Then, yes, all the sparkly lights, yes. So, yes, I like sparkly stuff. You might have noticed. Yes, sparkly energy, because I guess I'm really fairy folk at heart. Maybe star people, maybe. Maybe it's because of the star people connection, because, it's very twinkly out there. It's very sparkly and twinkly out in space because we don't see half of it here because of the atmosphere and the atmospheric injections. So out in space, there's stars everywhere without anything to block it. It's just everywhere, which is how we know that certain photos are not real, because if they were real, we would see the sky littered with millions of stars, but we don't. And if there is no atmosphere to block it, why don't we? I'm not going to go any further into that, but it's something I burned. Yeah, just everything, Lewis. Miss a little, miss a lot. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. David must be here. Hey, David. Good. Louis, we did our burning bowl ceremony, but it's okay. You can always replay it and take the same steps with us all the way up until one something or other tomorrow, and maybe even beyond that. I mean, if you really have need, the universe being intelligent. But the best time to catch a wave is when the wave is in the process of waving. As any surfer will tell you, you catch a wave as it's going by. You don't wait until later. So, yeah, we did a burning bowl ceremony, basically, Louis. And right in the description, it says, what you do is you get yourself some paper, any writing instrument that's also, you see, kind of shiny and sparkly, and it even matches. And write down things that you're willing to release and want to see released. Interesting. That's nice, Louis. So this goes right with that. And I did explain this, by the way, that on the last, somewhat on the last broadcast. So then what you do is you write it down. You think about how much you want this to be gone. You then look at it and feel how nice it'll be to have it gone. And then you burn it in a safe container. Fireproof. That's why they call it the burning bowl, because it's not that the bowl is burning, it's that we use the bowl for the burning objects, okay? So that we don't get, yeah, tomorrow night we really get the spiritual woo on. Tomorrow night we talk about what we want to bring in. Whee! The real party. What do we want to see in this party ship? Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Join the conga line. Woo protection. You never know. And don't hug the Wookiee. Oh. Yeah, hugging the Wookiee, it might get you a date you weren't expecting. You never know. Yeah. No paranormal babies up in here. Heck no. No para babies here. That yeah, I think really that's probably a good idea. Jarvis says we don't want any paranormal offspring. Although some people possibly, quite possibly, have hybrid ET children. Ain't birthing no alien babies. Heck no. No, 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 no. Unless we let well, she's free to come in, but it's just not her thing. She's mentioned before that she's just not into this kind of paranormal stuff. She did, right in chat. She's like, I'm not really into all this paranormal stuff. Hmm. Yeah, let Paisley come in and bring her woo too. Let her bring the woo to the woo crew, the crew of the ship of woo. I have enough woo for two, actually, and all of you as well, too. I have enough woo for me and you too. Okay. Maybe birthing of better things. That's okay. Birthing of better things. Like I said, give it time to work itself out. We've started unraveling the fabric of all this BS. So, and a new day's coming. So, there we go. And that is done. Now, if you have water that you have not used, yeah, she's only interested in Bigfoot and Dogman. Okay. It's okay. And glitter and Baby Yoda and purse nuts. It's okay. Each to their own. It's okay. And like I told you, although I know I'm probably going to end up, I don't know, maybe my trepidation is for absolutely no reason. But I have a feeling that when I finally see a Sasquatch or meet or talk with a Sasquatch, that's thereby opens a whole can of worms for me. So maybe I'll try and also burn the trepidation. His name is Grogu. Who? Whose name is Grogu? Yeah, you're already hybrid. You don't have to worry, Cookie. I wish Bomber would have made it, but it's okay. She can replay it. And we'll just... Things happen how they happen. Yeah, I wish Bomber would have made it, but it's just the way it is. So, okay, y'all, I love you. Anybody who's leaving, who has to leave, thanks for coming and have a good one. Yeah, she might be having her own little ceremony. And we've got about 20 minutes before Portal comes on. So I will give you a quick water blessing. If you have water that you brought and didn't have to use, fortunately, which is a good thing. While you're here in a circle is a good time, is to hold it in your hands. And one of the newer things I was taught was to get in touch with it by saying to the water, I respect the space within which you dwell. This guy who worked with water all the time said, it likes that. Okay. And then you just put it between your hands and send it love or whatever you want to be in that water. And of course, as you know, water will hold that charge. That's right. There are ice holes out there. That's okay. So you just put whatever you want to add to your water body, because your body is mostly water, so that when you drink it, you're ingesting that. So I would say it's the best thing to do is make it nice and positive. And then acknowledge it for what it is. Not only is water great for holding and transmitting, but it's also cleansing. It's great for cleansing. As a matter of fact, if you have something you need cleansed, you can find some running water, even if it's just your sink water, and hold it in that running water and ask the water spirits to take away the negative charge from it until you can feel the charge going. Or sometimes it gets kind of extra sparkly when you do that. So the water can also be used that way. So there are two different ways then to use the element of water that I'm giving you as a special bonus tonight for coming and doing that whole ceremony. Yes, water does hold memory. So exactly, Titan. Everything is relevant to frequency. It's all frequency. Okay, it is said, I have heard it many times said, that water and earth hold memory, whereas air and fire do not. So if you want memory storage medium, you want something water or stone based or both. Oh, yes, you can figure out why Denali. Yeah, you always bless it. I do. I bless my water. I also have some Shungite water on my altar. Maybe I'm not one of those who takes pictures of my altar, okay, and posts them to show off my altar. Ooh, look, this is my altar. See, isn't it swanky? No, but I do, but I will maybe for you guys. Maybe I will for you guys. I don't mind doing that, showing you what my altar looks like, but maybe I will do it in our chat. Post a picture in our chat instead of online. And you notice we don't have any poodles in here today. We seems to have lost our poodles. Now that they know there's no way to be disruptive, and it's just not that interesting here, is it? Ooh, that's something I could write down and burn. Trolls. But you know what? It's also good to be thankful for your lessons, which is why I said thank you before I burn it. Thanks for the lesson. But now I'm done. Yes, it's a poodle-free zone now. I think we got them. I think that one anyway. There might be others in the future, but probably not too many. We'll just do the same thing, and then they'll realize that it's fruitless and hopeless, and that they can't do a damn thing, and then to bother us. And then and if they start acting up in chat, you just boot them, and it's the end of it. We don't have to worry about any of this. Boy, I just love the way this light makes my hair look. Look at this. It's beautiful. Wow, that may be one of my things. It'd be fun if my hair would grow in purple and sparkly. So, oh yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yes, trolls give us a chance to practice. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Etri. You love the purple too, huh? Yeah. I'm told I look very good in purple. I feel good in purple. Purple, I think maybe this goes back when I didn't understand when somebody first said this. When I said I just purple is my color. It's and somebody was telling me like this was years ago, and they were saying, "So you're really, and that my sky would be purple, you know." That what I remember is as a purple sky with auroras going back and forth in the sky of different colors all the time. And they said, "Oh, so you're an ancient." Well, that might be my ancient soul because or ancient spirit, because if Saturn really was our brown dwarf sun for a while, then we would be, they said we would be enveloped in a sort of a purple mist. It would always be kind of twilight like this. And we wouldn't really see all the stars in the sun, except we would see this white glowing thing go past our vision in the sky. Um, and there would be a lot of electrical charge because actually an electrical charge would make us also much taller and also much healthier. So check out the Thunderbolts project. Yeah, trolls were something you just dealt with. You just deal with them. Just they're pretty much target practice. They're just good practice. Well, like I said, I was one of the biggest geeks of all. I was a dungeon mistress. Sounds a lot more intriguing than it actually was. No, it was. I actually ran those games. Sometimes at actually, our group put on the very first one in Akron gaming convention, gaming science fiction and fantasy convention in Akron. And we did call it, I believe we did call it the Stargate Convention. No, why would we feel that, Mike? You haven't done anything to troll us. Of course, Mike, you're fine. You're fine. Enjoy yourself. I haven't had anybody to play D&D with in a long time. I need a purple lightsaber. You know what? You're right. I have decided my lightsaber would be purple. Who was it? There was a recent Star Wars where somebody had a purple lightsaber. Yeah, I need a purple lightsaber. Anybody know how to make one? Let me know. Let's make a deal. There's got to be a way. Yeah, just need force lightning. There you go. Actually, in the etheric, I have been known to zap people with a lightning bolt to get them out of my way. Yours would be neon orange. Ooh. Mine would be black light purple. Yeah, that'd be fun, Lewis. Mace Windu. Okay. A Yoda green saber. Oh, cool. Yeah, I need a purple lightsaber. Mace Windu. That's interesting. Yeah, that was who had it. No, the Sithis have orange, don't they? Or yellow or something, don't they? Red. They're red. Sithis' lightsabers are red. Yeah, I remember Luke Skywalker's was blue. No, he's got Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Yeah, that's right. Mace Windu was the only one. And you know what? I remember the interview with the guy that played him was saying, well, the way he argued it was he's a different kind of Jedi. He should have a different kind of lightsaber. But really, the reason that he wanted a purple lightsaber was so he could pick himself out in the crowd. So he could tell his, friends and family, hey, see, that's me, the one with the purple lightsaber right there. MF purple. Yeah, MF's purple. Oh, Luke's was green? Luke's was green? Wow, that may be a Mandela effect because I really remember blue. Ah, Annie. No, it wouldn't. Quit that. Oh, that's right. You're right. I forgot that part. Well, because then you wouldn't be able to see it. I don't know. Okay. Hey, Teresa, we already did the ceremony, but you can replay it and join us in the replay. Yeah, the colors are different for yeah. I don't remember. I never read that part, but I never read that. And I'm not sure what all the colors mean, but they probably, knowing how they probably too correspond somewhat to the actual colors. Oh, he has green from Return of the Jedi. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now I understand. Hey, kitties. Oh, look, a kitty. 3 of them. Okay. So there you go. And now you know we are geeks in here. Because we all know the backstory, the colors of the lightsabers. Yes, that makes us truly geeks. Okay, that's fine though. Yeah. Okay. Blue one was Darth Vader's until Obi-Wan Kenobi took it from him on the Mustafa. Okay, Mustafa. Okay, yeah, we need to stay in practice for sure. Sorry for what, Titan? Quit what? Sorry for what? Obviously, we were enjoying that. Yeah, I'm kind of proud to be a geek, I guess. I'm I'm like, if people don't like that I'm smart and know things, that's their own problem. Okay, I'm sorry, but once again, your negative opinion of me is really none of my business. It was funny. Was it De Niro was being interviewed at one point? I think it was De Niro, and somebody asked him how it made him feel when he watched himself in a movie, because it 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 can be kind of strange to watch yourself playing a character in a movie. And he said, I don't know. I never watch my movies. I believe it was De Niro. So, other people's negative opinion of me is really none of my business. You're a Star Wars geek too now, Lucy. I never would have guessed that. Me, I'm lying. I guessed it totally. Oh my goodness. Hey, YT, Chris. And I'm sure it will be great. And we're about to wrap it up, folks. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank all of the beings that made it here and made it so special and made it wonderful and fun. And I love you. And the truth is where you find it. I hope that you find some here. I will be seeing you probably on the portal and maybe a few other places. And we'll be seeing each other tomorrow night, hopefully, with, if everything works right, which I think it will. And Woo family, I love you very much too. I love you all. See you at the portal. And now, ocean making waves. Go out and make some waves. And you know what I mean, baby. Go out and make some waves. Okay, may the circle be open but unbroken. And have a great night.